say that love is blind, but I never trust its sight. When I turn and look inside, there's nothing I can find. In the silence of the night, when my demons come alive, I hear a voice disguised, telling me we're not alright.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome onto another stream. It is Tuesday night, and I have just got back from Disneyland um, in Anaheim. Yeah, I have some different attire today, so yeah. You can tell, of course. But yes, good evening to everyone. Tonight we're going to be doing week 6 of the FINIWORDS ANAGRAM Racing Tuesdays. And thank you to Muppet Tentacle for the resub. Thank you very much for that. Yes, all those people in that video there was part of the trip. So yeah, we'll talk more about that later on. I don't really know if you have any questions about it, then feel free to ask. But I'll be able to hopefully answer them the best I can later on. But otherwise, it's going to be business as usual for today. We're going to be doing more Anagram racing for the next 2 and a bit hours. So let's go over to the full screen right now. Alright, so here we are. This is the entire screen here. We have about 2 hours left of this racing action. And again, as always, the first race has already begun. And I am going to try to get to 100 questions. But yes, we had a great time. I mean, I'll talk again a bit more about it later on once more people are here. But yeah, we all had a great time at Disneyland in California. We actually got back very late yesterday. So yeah, it was fun times. All the kids had fun as well as myself and my wife Lindsay. We're all home now. Yes, we have. As you would have seen, I bought a Lightning McQueen T-shirt from the Cars movies. And yeah. So yeah, we all had great fun. A lot of the things that we did, a lot of rides that we went on, all a lot of fun, and yeah, the girls and the boy had fun, so all good. So yeah, but because obviously Disneyland is very very busy. One good thing out of this that you may see on the screen right now is that I'm actually under 4,000 questions. in my card box. So this is actually cut in half since I last streamed 7 days ago. So yeah, because there was a lot of waiting around in lines to go on lots of rides and things. I managed to get a lot of card boxing done, and also it's like a 3.5 hour flight from New Orleans to LAX, so I got a lot of card boxing done then too. Whilst helping my son kind of pass the time as well. So yeah, I finished the stream. Well, actually, let's say this: I started the stream last week at 8,800 questions and finished at 7,700, and now I'm down to just under 4,000. So, and admittedly, I haven't really done a great deal else apart from, I mean, aside from these last like 4 days. So, yeah, it's kind of the big push that I probably needed, personally speaking, at least anyway, for my card box to kind of get it in good shape for, you know, moving on to something else on the stream in maybe next month or so. So yes, we're going to continue as always with this for the next hour or so, 2 hours, and you can see we do have the time left above my head right now. And yeah, that's how long we'll be streaming for, or how long we'll be racing for. So that's what we're going to be doing, as we usually do. And yeah, we're probably going to be doing this for maybe a few more weeks, maybe towards the end of the month. We'll move on to playing against some bots or something more often on my streams after that, as I start ramping up my kind of, say, preparation per se, so to speak, for some of the more major events happening at the end of the year. So there's the Albany New Year's event happening, obviously New Year's, and my local big event in New Orleans, the 14th President City Cup, in the middle of January. So when I have to play better and do better. Oh yes, hello to Kitty Catastrophe. Good evening to Muff with Tentacle and Ancient Cosmographer. Good to see you all here. Just made him choke on his nasty ice cream. Yes, the ice cream is back. I have one more serving left of this mint chip ice cream, which I'm sure you will see on Thursday. Good evening or good morning to MPW Joseph, saying, WTF, what have you got on your head? I actually came back from Disneyland yesterday. So you will see a lot of people at Disneyland wearing these kind of headbands. I did not buy this myself. My wife got this for me in preparation for the trip. So I have been wearing this headband for the best part of about 3-4 days. And I also have a Lightning McQueen t-shirt as well from Cars Land. So yeah, that's where I've been, and I'm just showing it off on the stream because I can. And that's where I was for the last that's why I wasn't streaming on Thursday. I was away. Cars is the best Disney Pixar film. Bold statement, I must say. There's been a lot of Disney Pixar films. Yeah, but my son is definitely a big fan. It's definitely very much a boy thing, I think. But yes, I mean, timeless, isn't it? It's timeless. So I think the first car. I mean, I never actually watched the Cars movies until Oliver started watching them. So I was actually maybe yeah, maybe slightly too old to watch the Cars movies when I was a child, but it was around at that time. I mean, say around at that time. I was probably a teenager at that time. So if Joseph was asking, did your wife do well while in London, or did you, or if you tell, is that breaking an NDA? I can't really say right now. I cannot really say. Unless she is watching or listening to this right now, she is more than free to say what she wants to say. But yeah, I can't really say anything. I think there is a non-disclosure with the people that were watching, at least. So yeah. Okay, you guys are gonna win this race. I've kind of answered a lot of my kind of say easier questions in my card box. I've been trying to answer all the questions in my kind of low card boxes, card box numbers that is, so the ones that I don't really know as well. And I've also been trying to answer all the kind of easier questions in the high number card boxes. So I'm now kind of left with all the ones in the middle. And I'm not like, and I haven't seen a lot of these for a little while, so I'm kind of going through these a bit slower than I probably would normally do. But in any case, we will have a prediction later on as well. Again, guys can predict how many questions I will have in my cardbox at the end of the stream. Okay, so you guys managed to win that race. Again, we had no idea who was going to turn up to start the stream. Looks like a lot of you are here already, so that's good. So yeah, we're going to make this a bit more difficult now. So yes, well done. Let's win race number 1 for the chat. I think we will make this a bit more difficult. So let's make this, I don't know, 200 questions. And we'll see how we go from there. I'm, again, going to try and get to, I don't know, I'm going to try to get to 100 questions. How about that? Good luck again, everyone. Did you get to anything fun in London? I kind of visited my family. This was a little while ago, but this wasn't obviously the trip that I just took, but this was about a month ago. Yeah, we visited my family. We went to see a few things, and yeah, obviously did some recording for a TV show. Went to Borough Market. It was nice to do. There's a good Italian place in Borough Market, and I would get ravioli there for lunch when I worked in London Bridge. Ah, nice. Yeah, definitely spoiled for choice in terms of places to eat there. I'm just trying to get through my, as some of you may call it, disgusting ice cream before it completely melts everywhere. It is melting very quickly. Or at least has been melting pretty quickly.
Exhale, cause I heard it helps, but same old way I felt, resting on my shoulders, cold night in a sleepless bed, white eyes with a glaze of red, I'm going round and round, it won't let me out, sing, when I swim, I'm drowning.
Okay, holes in the board now. Okay, I think I got that. I just got them in. I just got that in time. Got to 100. Just before you guys got to the last thing. Yep, Bullwaddy was the right answer there. just got there in time. Okay, so that's a win for me. That is 1-1 now. Very close race there. Gonna refresh the quiz again. Okay, that's about as close as it could possibly be, which is one question in it. So we're gonna go and run this back. Well, I'm actually not sure what that means. I guess you can put it in. It's actually Australian. There you go. Okay, we're gonna run this again. This is race number 3. 1-1 so far in terms of the races. Good luck once again. Let's go. I'm gonna try to get to 100. So in terms of the number of races, or number of week match days have been won so far, this is match day number 6, week 6. So in the previous 5, the chat has won 3 of them. I have won 1, and we actually tied last week, so it's 3.5 to 1.5 currently. So again, we're going to do one right now. We might do maybe 2 more for the end of the month, and then we'll change things up on the stream. I see that my wife is now in the chat. I think it was MKW Joseph who was actually asking if I was allowed to say how good or how bad you would have done on the TV game show. Again, it's completely up to you if you want to say anything about it. But I am sworn to secrecy here on the stream. It's completely up to you if you want to say anything, because then it will be you that is liable here, not me. So speak at your own risk. Any lawyers from the show on here as well? You never know. They could be watching. They could be watching this after the fact. What you say on the internet cannot be taken back in a hurry, at least. So I am not going to say anything about it. There you go. She says, I have no new pickleball paddles, just saying. There you go. If that means anything to you. I'm not sure if they're actually still recording more shows even at this time. I think they're probably towards the end of this the back end of recording the series right now, if they are still you know, still there or not.
Be quiet. I hear the thunder that comes from far away.
I think they finished October 7th. Okay. Yeah, so that's now a week ago. So that's, yeah, they might have finished recording all of the shows now. They're just going to have to splice it up in a nicer form for when it actually goes on TV. I don't have TV. You need to host a watch party. Oh boy. It's on the CW network, so is that something we can watch on the stream? Is that allowed? Might get Twitch banned. Said they send us pics ahead of show dates so we can post them. I think it'll be online later. Yeah, it might be online later. I'm sure. Yeah, it'll be online. Yeah, there is um a TV program like page for all the episodes that have been aired and things like that. So that will be there for sure. I just don't think I can necessarily watch this in real time, in real life. I mean, live, right? Especially if there are people who are not from North America and shouldn't be able to see US TV too easily. Could always try it out, and just do it anyway, on here. If you get Twitch banned, then you know you made it. You already know you made it, right? You're big enough for them to pay attention to you. To the point where no one can pay attention to you anymore. Okay, I might have to make the quiz a little bit more difficult for you guys, because I'm not necessarily going through these questions overly fast. I can start typing with both hands if you want a challenge. No, thank you. No, thank you. Good evening, Texas Typo. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. I assume that you're going to be streaming late tonight. Must like your ears. Yeah, so for those that have just turned up, I went to Disneyland with my family over the past week. Came back late last night, so I'm still sporting this headband. It's a Cars themed headband with Lightning McQueen and Tomeo. For those that do not know or are not familiar with the Cars franchise, I choose to believe you haven't got around to removing them yet. That might also be partly true. I just like forgotten that it's just become a part of me now. Yes. If you're the only person wearing those things in a busy airport, then you kind of be the one that sticks out. Although if you go to Disneyland in California, then there's a lot of people wearing headbands all the time. Weird hats or kind of any Disney attire of some kind. You're actually left out if you don't wear anything. yeah, so all of our family had one. So Lindsay had one as well, and our two girls. They're all kind of like, I can't remember I can't remember what they were now. I guess they're like with bows and stuff. Oliver also had a Lightning McQueen one, so we kind of matched. So yeah, matching headbands for the family. But yes, we can talk about that more later on, or maybe we could start talking about it now, I guess. We're half an hour into the stream now. I guess my wife is here, so she can explain things that I may not be explaining correctly, or not fully giving full information about. Okay, so that's a win for the chat. 2 wins for the chat now. Oh, Euloses, yeah. It's a weird one. Euloses? Euloses? Okay. We're going to make this a bit more difficult. Oh wait, that's not it. What's my favorite ride? That's a good question. I need to think about that. What was my favorite ride at Disneyland? Man, I can't even remember them all. We went on so many rides, as well. So it was kind of, it was a lot. I'm gonna put this up to 250 questions whilst we start this. Okay, let's move on to the next race. This is race number 4. 2-1 to the chat. Let's move on. Good luck, everybody. I do like the Lightning McQueen ride. I guess I didn't really go on too many big rides. I did go on the Tiana ride, which has a big drop. It's in the water and it has a big drop. It wasn't as big of a drop as I actually thought it was going to be. Yes, did I have any good overpriced Disney food? There was actually there's actually a section in the middle of one of the parks called San Francisco, where there's actually just lots of just food, and they had a breakfast. What was it? A breakfast like wrap or something? Not a wrap. It was was it with eggs, and I can't even remember what it was called. What's the actual word for it? What was it? Breakfast croissant. Even though, yeah, I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess it was. It was, yeah, it's a breakfast croissant, and it was actually really good. Like, surprisingly, like, oh, I need to have more of this. That was nice. I bet it was $16. Yeah, probably. It was about that. It was actually around that, yeah. It wasn't even that big either. It was like, it was... Yeah, the kids loved them. I loved it. We actually got another one. So, yeah, it was good. But we had plenty of overpriced things there. I guess you don't really have much of a choice. But yeah, those are good rides. There's a lot of like interactive rides with like there's like there's some of the Star Wars one where you go into the Millennium Falcon and you kind of like away. There's like a story behind it, and they're kind of like going all over the place. There's another one with a Star Wars area where they do. It's called the Guardians of the Galaxy, where they're just kind of dropping up and down all the time. Actually, our 4-year-old was actually on the ride. He was just about tall enough to go on the ride, and I guess he didn't really know what he was getting himself into. He didn't like the ride too much, but he managed to do okay. He did well. He wasn't scarred for life or anything. But it was it's one of the I think it's probably the tallest. It's one of the tallest rides on the whole of Disneyland. And he went on it, and he's literally going up and down. And it goes up and down, and then a big drop, and it just kind of does that over and over again. So that's the Guardians of the Galaxy one. Dayton, that Dayton, Ohio. They all get a kick out of Ohio. Why is Ohio funny? I don't know. Please ask when why 6-7 is funny. It's also not. I mean, it's just not really that funny either. It's just kind of memeified now. Yeah, we teach kids at Scrabble at our local school, and if you say anything to do with 6-7, they will all literally do the hand movement, and literally all 20 of them just like do the hand movement and just go 6-7. Even our 4-year-old Oliver now does it, just because I guess everyone else does it. I mean, it's not particularly funny. But yeah, I guess it's from a song that's out right now. I guess numbers are kind of a universal thing, and that everyone understands it, although I don't really understand why it's particularly amusing. I mean, nor do I care to know either, I have to be honest. I think it's just funny because adults are annoyed by it. Probably. Good evening to Itchite and chat. Good to see you here. That meme is actually funny in its own merits. Yeah. I think there needs to be some kind of backstory to it somewhere. Otherwise, it has no real meaning, so to speak. Although not everything has a meaning, to be fair. Yeah, so there actually were a lot of yeah, good rides to go on. They're very interactive. There's also like shooting games that you kind of go through, especially with the Toy Story area. And going to Cars Land, they had the Radiator Springs, so you could actually go race I mean, there's actually, you don't actually do anything. You just sit in the car, and it kind of powers you along. But then you kind of look around Radiator Springs, which was nice. And then you kind of go around the track very quickly on it. And then you get to see all the, you know, all the characters from the Cars movies. That was good. I don't know which one was necessarily my favorite, though. I think I liked them all for different things. I mean, again, obviously it's kind of catered for younger people, so nothing is going to be, like, hugely scary or big or moving too fast, you know. I mean, this is not like a huge, like, adult theme park where, you know, where a lot of the kids would not be able to even go on. There were some very, like, slow rides as well. Like, we went on a submarine ride, which you don't really have to do anything. You just go into a submarine and you just sit there and look around at what's going on outside for like 10-15 minutes. But it's kind of there just to kind of pass the time whilst you're waiting for another ride to kind of go on. They also had this Autopia ride that's actually kind of, I think, sponsored by Honda. And they allow you to drive on a track. Although, again, you're kind of driving on rails, so to speak. And the kids can also drive them too, but you can't turn, you just drive along the rail, you can't overtake anybody. So that was kind of... That's the whole point of a race, right? Going fast is like you're trying to overtake people. But, you know, I guess, you know, you can't let small kids kind of go wild too much with these kind of things. So some of the bigger rides I actually never actually got to go on. I think for 2 of the days, Oliver was kind of running a little bit running on fumes towards the afternoon, so I actually went back to the hotel with him to go rest, whilst Lindsay and our 2 daughters kind of continued to go on all the other rides, and they could actually go on the rides more freely without Oliver kind of say slowing them down, but they could freely go on whatever rides they want without having to worry about him. But yeah, overall, I think it was a really good trip. A lot of good memories, right? That's kind of what it's really for, in the end of the day. We went to Disneyland. It's not necessarily a everyday occurrence for most. Oh yes, I see an unsolvable one, yes. We can clear all the others and not worry about that one. Yeah, well, there's 7 answers left, but I know you can't do them all, so let's say there's 6 answers to go for the chat right now. Oh, there's still 1 answer left. I think I should know what this is. This is not easily guessable either. So, I don't know. This might be the thing that I needed to try and win this race. If I can get through another 20 questions. This is the hardest one. It sure is. Oh, you got it. Okay, steered is the right answer. Yeah, definitely not a definitely not a word that anyone will ever really play. But you never know, it might come in useful one day. The hook to steer might come in useful. But yes, nice one there. You got there just before I got to 100, so that is a win for the chat. Okay, so that is 3 wins. Opening with that for 16, steered or uloses, so these are all the best 6-letter word openings with S's in them. Okay, we're going to make this more difficult now. I'm going to start adding some 9s into this. Oh, let's stop the quiz. New game. Let's put some 9s in this. I'm going to reduce the number of questions. Let's put it down to 150. So yeah. Again, we're going to be putting out a prediction later on in terms of how many questions you think I'll have at the end of the stream in my card box. So stick around for that. And we've got through 4 races now, so the chat has now won 3 of them. I have won 1. So let's move on to race number 5. I'm again going to try and get to 100 questions. So once again, good luck, and let's begin. Yes, not as many questions for the chat to get through, but on average it will be slightly more difficult to get through. So we'll see if there are any words there that will trip you guys up. Hopefully some low probable 9s are in there somewhere. But we shall see. Ah, getting so many of these questions wrong in my cardbox. Don't even remember a bunch of them. Okay, chat halfway through the quiz already. I'm approaching halfway through my quiz as well. Okay, holes in the board already just after just 3 minutes. We have just over, well, I said just over, but just over an hour left of the stream. I'm definitely not getting through these questions as fast as I initially thought I would. But at the same time, we're getting through it, so I can't complain too much. Okay, there's still 6 questions left, 6 answers left, and 3 of them are nines. Okay, now they're all nines. All right. Wow, paleolith, nice find. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I would have got that one. I think I know what these two answers are. I think. Although I do want to win some of these races, so I'm not going to tell you yet what I think they are. Okay. That's my last 10 or so questions now. Garage Man. There you go. That's a nice one. That's the one I was more sure of. Nice find, ancient cosmographer. Okay, I got it. I got there. So that's 2 wins for me. I think the answer to this one begins with a P. I think. Okay, my potential not too far away with that last attempt, I think. So yeah, I think it ends with AL. Perlatial, there you go. Nice. Nice find there. Alright. That was a bit more difficult though. That got that kind of where well the race lasted about 10 minutes, so that's kind of about right. So yeah, I mean it got to just one question between us in that one, so again that's about as close as it can get. So I think we're gonna run this one back. We've had 5 races already. And actually before we start, should we start a prediction or maybe we should wait? Let me think. Maybe we will do one more race before we start the prediction. Okay, so we'll do one more race. We'll do the same thing again. Chat's winning 3-2 right now. Again, I'm going to try to get to 100 questions. So again, good luck. And let's see who wins. Race number 6. Good evening to 90 degrees, also in the chat. Good to see you here. it's hard for me to answer these questions in my card box. I just can't really speed through these very quickly. Don't know them well enough. But yeah, I think we will start a prediction after this race. So I normally have a prediction kind of ready to go at any point during the stream. It's all like typed out and all the answers done and stuff, filled out and everything. I just need to press the button. But actually, I'm not getting through these questions very fast, so I might have to adjust them a little bit, kind of make it competitive. But yeah, I've answered about, well, I'm getting close to about 400 questions now. It's probably close to about 450, no, 350 or so right now. In the space of about an hour. Or just under an hour. So I'm definitely not getting through these very fast. It's all a ruse, and then after the prediction you will... I will solve 200 words, 200 per minute. I wish. That was left for the plane journey on the way home from LAX. Sometimes I just need to just bang out a whole bunch of answers and questions just to make it look like to myself that I have done a lot of work. Although really the work is starting now. Okay, holes in the board now. Okay, still a bunch of 9s on the board. But yeah, again, just to say, if you are enjoying the stream right now and don't already follow this channel, I would definitely encourage you to hit that follow button right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can hit that subscribe button as well. That will help me out a great deal. If you want to help support this channel as well, you can do exactly what Muff with Tentacle did earlier at the start of the stream, is to subscribe to this channel. Again, if you have a Amazon Prime, you have a free sub for the month, and you don't already use it, then please consider subscribing to this channel. It is literal free money. Just have to subscribe to someone, otherwise the money just gets lost on your account. So you might as well do it to some degree. And of course you can also give some bits. So again, this is something that Muff with Tentacle has just done as we speak. Can you make this emote with Mickey ears? Oh man, that is a that is an idea. You should make a Mickey Izzy emote and we will all spam it when you miss the optimal play. Exactly. Making a Mickey Mouse move. It's never good. The Missy Mouse. Man. Okay, 7 answers to go. Wow, you guys have got through this quiz very quickly. 7.5 minutes on the clock. And, yeah. Very quick here. There's still 2 answers to go. Both questions with multiple answers. Oh, I know what the bottom left one is. It's not easy to guess. I think it has a funny hook as well. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not exactly like clued up on my 10s, but I think it does have a funny hook. But whilst you guys are trying to figure out the last 2 answers, I still have about 27 questions to go. I'm getting through this pretty slowly, it seems. It feels, anyway. Let's only guess things that seem like they take a funny hook. That would be a good idea. I actually don't even know if it does take this hook that I'm thinking of. But I feel like it might do. Or something is in my mind like thinking that it might take a funny hook. It does not end with ISM. Looked it up. It does have a hook that is not a back S. I guess that counts as a funny. Okay. I hope it's the right one that I'm thinking of. So maybe I'm not necessarily making imagining this then. Yeah, I can remember the funny hooks to these kind of words, but there's like regular bingos that I am not sure about. I think Ancient Cosmograph is kind of on the right lines. I mean, I will say you're not actually right with the, you're not anywhere near right with the answer, but you're getting closer to what it is. Oh, there you go. Nice. You got it. It does take an O hook, right? Is that right? Or am I imagining that? Yeah, there you go. I remember. I don't even know how or why I would know that, but I guess I have learnt the subliminally learnt the hooks to some of the nines. Impresario is fairly common. Okay, I actually have never. I guess I've never ever used that word in my life, or even know what it is until now. But if you say it's common, then okay, fair enough. At least that's a gettable one that you've now got now. I'm on to my final 9 answers now. And there's only one question left. Oh yes, I know what the last one is. Now you say that, I know what it is now. It's a tough one to get. I would say that the answer is kind of borderline guessable, but if you took like 50 guesses, this is not one of the top 50 guesses you'll probably make. Like if you try and guess literally all those different things and then work your way down, you might end up getting to it. The clue here, I guess, is that it doesn't have a common ending to a word. So it ends in U. It does not end with U. It's just not a, yeah, it's just not one that you would ever guess. But you might be able to, I mean, there's enough of you to actually start guessing things that you might end up doing it or by accident. So if I say, I mean, I'm about to win this race now, but now that I can probably help you out a little bit more. Wait, let me just get this last one. Okay, now I've won the race. Okay, so that's 3 and 3. I guess what I could say is that it's actually I believe it's a 6-letter word beginning with A and then just 3 letters at the end of it, like an extension to it. So it's an extension of a 6-letter word to make a 9. So yeah, this word might actually come up in a tournament at some point. But I don't actually think the 6-letter word would really come up on the board by itself. In a place where you will actually just make it into a 9, like casually. You don't know no, it is a normal 6-letter word. It is a normal 6-letter word beginning with an A. And then you just tack on the other 3 letters at the end. And even then, the last 3 letters is not necessarily in the first. It would be the first guess. Okay, there you go. You got it. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's a good good word to know. Wow, how about that? Ascendeur. Nice guess. Okay. Okay, so I'm now under 3,500 and there's about 50 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is put out a prediction, but I'm going to have to actually amend the numbers a little bit because I'm not actually close to the numbers that I had actually set out to begin with. So let's see, what can we do? Okay, so let's do this. And obviously redoing this is now slowing down my rate of answering questions too, but we're almost done here. All right, let's put out the prediction right now. Okay, here it is. Every time I try to pronounce French words on stream, people make fun of me. Don't worry, they're not making fun of you. It's just words on the screen, alright? Don't worry. We also do it when you try to pronounce queso. Well, how does Asian cosmographer do that? Say that. Queso? What? How else can you even say that? Anyway, the prediction is now out. You can use your A9 coins and start putting them on a prediction result. 4 different prediction results here. How many questions are left when the time expires? As you can see above Meta right here, I have other side. Above Meta here, I have 3,500 questions to go. Put your coins down on what you think the result will be, and we'll see at the end. Okay, we're gonna run this back. It took you exactly 15 minutes to get through this. Hopefully this will be a bit faster. It's 3-3 now, and I'm gonna try to get to 100 again. Good luck, everybody. Let's go. So we have coins on option 2, 3, and 4 right now. We don't have any coins on option 1, which is 3,200 or more. It will mean that I will need to answer fewer than 300 questions for the rest of the stream. There's 49 minutes left to go. Not saying that's impossible, but it could happen. The last race did take 15 minutes. And if I get 100 questions done every 15 minutes, then that would be about 300 questions. The majority of the coins now on option 3 currently. And yes, the timer that's actually above my head is at 48 minutes to go. Again, this goes all the way to about 10:25 US Central Time. And it will either be to the end of that time or to the end of whenever the last race goes to. So if that kind of overruns a little bit, then that will be the when it will end. It will be just slightly past the timer. So it's kind of like extra time, so to speak, or overtime, which could influence the prediction result. But we have around 4,000, just over 4,000 coins on the prediction right now. So again, would encourage you to put more coins down. Get involved with the prediction tonight. See if you can win back some more coins. Still about 5 minutes left to make your prediction, so you've still got a little bit of time, but don't wait too long. Okay, holes in the board now. Yes, cock horse is the right answer there. Yeah, definitely worth just typing out all the different possible ways with the compound words. You never know, it could be the other one. A child's rocking horse. I mean, it's in a dictionary, so someone must be using the word somehow. Somewhere in this world. Oh, dictionary editor forgot to remove it. It was quite possible. I think there are a lot of words that they forgot to remove, to be fair, but it is what it is. Okay, not many. Well, the questions are disappearing from the board at an alarming rate, but there's still some. There's at least what, 5? 9 letter words still on the list. I'm actually not even at halfway stage of my quiz yet. This is not easy for me to do. Getting really into the weeds of my card box here, and it's taking some time. Museology, that's a really nice one. Nice find. From Ancient Cosmographer, good. Okay, now I am halfway through my quiz. I'm at 51 now. Guys in the chat are actually very close to being done, and we're just about 7 minutes on the clock. We'll have to see how long it takes for you to get through these last 12 answers. Millstone, nice. It's a nice one. There's still 2 more with layerings. Okay, just 2 9s now left on the list. Oh, and there they are. They're the last 2 left. See how you do with these. Wow, belly boat. That is ambitious, but you were rewarded for your ambition. I'm guessing belly boat. I'm not sure I would have got that one, to be honest. I don't remember. I don't really remember that one. And just so you guys know, right now that the prediction has now ended. So thank you to everyone that got involved with the prediction tonight. We have coins on options 2, 3, and 4. So I'll do my best to get under 3,200 in my card box to ensure that somebody will win the coins back. But yes, this is a tough one to get, and I do know what this is. It's not really guessable though, I don't think. It does begin with an S, I'll give you that. I don't know if MKW Joseph is a soccer fan or a football fan of like maybe the 90s of the Premier League. Are you a soccer fan? Because the way I remember it, you're not. Okay. Because the way I remember this word is because the end of the word is very close to a kind of like a cult hero soccer player from the 1990s. It actually reminds me of that, of this person. An England soccer player from the 1990s. And actually is very convenient because the first part of the word is actually like part of the word of the team that this person played for, but the second part is actually almost the spelling of their name. So that's how I remember this word. What hockey player names is this similar to? Then Muffa can help. I don't know if that's gonna help. I only know David Beckham. Wait, wait. You don't follow any soccer? Aren't you from England? Like nothing at all? I'm afraid it is not David Beckham. I follow a team, but I don't watch it every week. Okay, so what team do you follow? It's just oh, okay, just a local team. Okay, okay. Because I think this team is not in the Premier League anymore. It's now in the Championship, which is the second tier. Oh, it could be my team. If it's local enough, you dox yourself by saying their name. That is true. So I could send you guys on a trip down through Google. Why do we keep getting impossible ones? I mean, there's gonna be at least one impossible one somewhere. So okay, I'm almost at the end of this here. But if I told you, if you went to Google right now and I said to you, this is a cult hero soccer player that played for Southampton, now go find out what the answer is. And I'll tell you, the first part of the word is the kind of the part of the name of the when it comes on the TV, you'll see the what it would be abbreviated to on the TV, and then the rest of the word is actually the person's name. Almost the spelling of the person's name. Okay, I've got to 100 questions. That is another win for me. This is a cult hero soccer player from Southampton, from Southampton from the 1990s. A legendary striker from Southampton. I think I found the player you're referring to on Southampton's Wikipedia page. Okay. But I already looked up the word. Yes. I don't support Southampton. Okay. That would be very random if you did. And I can't imagine many people do support Southampton unless they're from Southampton. Which is actually, to be fair, a pretty big city. Definitely might be the biggest, actually. Might be the biggest on the south part. Southampton catching strays. Yeah, this is a tough one, but this is how I remember the word. This Wikipedia article of Southampton players will surely help. Yeah, he's probably the cult hero of Southampton from the 1990s. He's probably the guy. So does it start with SOT? Yes, it does. Because that is the 3-letter abbreviation for Southampton. If you're watching it on TV, and you'd be like, Arsenal is ARS, and then Southampton would be SOT. So then you now have to work out what the rest of the word is. Because the last 6 letters is pretty much the same spelling as what this person's name is. It's not necessarily easily guessable because the person's name is actually 7 letters long, not 6, but it's in the same order. There you go. Okay. I sent you down a complete rabbit hole there that you probably didn't even need to go down. So, for those that do not have Wikipedia or Google open, there was a soccer player from Southampton called Matt Letitia, and he actually wasn't French, he was English, and he was very well known for scoring very spectacular goals despite being relatively lazy, and he was a top scorer in the Premier League for Southampton in the 1990s. And that's how I remember the word. If that helps. Again, that has no real context for anyone out there because I'm expecting that not many of you will know much about soccer from the 1990s, especially English Premier League soccer from the 1990s, apart from me. So that is again sending you down a little bit of a bit of a path there, but hopefully, if that word ever comes up for any of you, then you have to remember this moment. That's what happens. Okay, so with that out of the way, we can move on to the next one. So I'm now 4 and 3 on the races tonight. We're now down to under 3,400. I'm going to do the same thing again. We're going to see what other impossible 9 comes up. We're all learning here, so it's all good. So let's do it again. I'm going to restart. I've refreshed my quiz. We're down to 30 minutes left on the clock. And good luck again to all of you out there. Is your knowledge of 90s English football as great as your Scrabble knowledge? I would say no. I wouldn't say it's close. I would probably say more like 2010s maybe. I didn't really start following soccer until like the late 90s. But I'm aware of a lot of the players, I would say. Maybe in the latter half of the 1990s. Just because I was alive. More than anything, and more like aware of what's going on. I'm also giving you these 9s so that way I can actually win today. Don't worry, it's not rigged. Okay, holes in the board already. Good evening to Quinn Wings. Good to see you here. Got about under 30 minutes left of our stream now. Hi to What's Bushlight in the chat saying nice hat. Thank you. It's actually not a hat. It's actually just some ears. It's a headband, like what a girl might wear more commonly. But it is from Disneyland, so that is why. This is why I'm sporting this today. But yes, it is hard to see with from your angle what this actually is. Down to about 23 minutes left of the stream now. Alright, what is the answer to these ones now? The six-sided word does have a somewhat uncommon word, I think. Nice. All right, last question left. The only way I could really describe the word is that it could be the name of a heavy metal band. Okay, the ball's on your court now, ancient cosmographer. Yes, the stage is all yours now. Go find the word. Although it might not be, but it's that kind of vibe. Oh, there you go. That was actually a good. That was actually not a bad clue there. Nice. All right, so you managed to beat me in that race, so it's now 4-4. Once I found death, it was only a matter of time. That is true. I knew I had faith that you would find that, so that's all I had to do. All right, let's do it again. 4-4 in terms of races tonight. It's race number 9. I'm going to keep things moving. I'm down to 33:19. 20 minutes to go. Good luck again. This is race number 9. I'm not going to play around with the variables too much. I think it's relatively even. Yeah, but I've officially finished all my food that's around me now, so I'm now strapped into the final home straight of this the stream now. I'm really just trying to get under 3,200, so the prediction will not be, but the coins in the prediction will not be lost. I think I can get there, but I still got some work to do. Alright, I see what, 5 or 6, 9 still left on the board. It's still just under 20 answers left for the chat. Again, we're tied at 4 races each tonight. Okay, only 2 answers to go now. I think the second one, the one on the right, is guessable. If you just kind of try to make up words, I think you would get it. The second one, I think, the first one, I think, is a compound word. Oh, there you go. Yep, shirt tail. That's right. But yeah, I guess there are lots of different ways you can go around with this word. Although it doesn't seem like any of you have decided or have gone down the right route yet. Well, especially in that list, no one has actually got the right starting letter yet. Out of all the wrong answers on that list. Does not begin with E. No. Okay, I made it. I got to 100. That's 5 race wins for me. Does not begin with the T either. Actually, Quinn was actually the only person to start the word with an M. I believe it starts with an M. I think it does anyway. That would be my first guess. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, but let me... No, I'm right. No, it does begin with M. I was right. There you go, metabasis. Okay. And... yes, there you go. Yep, yes, it's, I think it was... Yeah, there's just a lot of ways you can make words out of those letters. Okay. Well, we have a little bit more time. We have done 9 races so far tonight. We're gonna do a 10th one. And again, I'm gonna refresh my quiz. I'm now down to 32.19, so it does look likely now. I just need to get through 20 questions, and I will. And option 1 of the stream wouldn't result. That will not be the case. So we're gonna start again. We're gonna do this again. Last race of the evening. Give it everything you got, everyone. Let's start the race number 10. Good luck again. I think we do have some ads rolling right now. I don't think that should stop anyone from seeing the words at least. So yes, welcome back to everyone that just came back from the break, or the ad break that is. The only thing I can say right now is that I have gone past 20 questions, so it does mean that option 1 in the stream, which nobody voted for, is not going to happen now. There's 3,200 or more. So now it's just a question of how far can I go with this before you guys stop me, or when the time expires. I think that's essentially what we're kind of looking at right now. And maybe this time I will not give you any hints either. You guys are gonna have to do this yourself. The hard way. Unless we're like really taking a while, but I don't want to influence the prediction either. If I give you a hint and finish this sooner than I wanted to. We only want fairness here, right? The people that voted with your coins. But the chat is now about 2/3 of the way through. I have just made it halfway through my my quiz to 100 questions. But yeah, just getting through some of my questions here. It's tough to get the right answers. If you didn't hear in the stream, I went to Disneyland and got a lot of my cardbox done because there was a lot of waiting around at Disneyland, waiting for rides to clear up, and with the long lines that people were waiting to go on rides. So, did you not get a fast pass for your family? We did actually. It's called a lightning lane, and we did get one for all of our family. Yet there was still waiting times. Purposely picked long lines to do cardbox. Yes. So actually, I was saying, literally 5 days ago. That's not 5 days ago. Sorry, 7 days ago, when I started the stream doing this. I started the stream with 8,800 questions, and I started today with just under 4,000. So, despite all the waiting times, despite the 3.5 hour plane journey, and obviously waiting around in airports and going to and from hotels and airports and things, gave me plenty of time to work on this. Which, to be fair, otherwise I probably wouldn't have done. So, you know, it's all good. But yes, for those that didn't have turned up later on in the stream today, I'm wearing I'm wearing a headband of the Cars franchise of Lightning McQueen and Tomato. And I have a new t-shirt as well. If you can see this, I have the Lightning McQueen t-shirt. I'm wearing it. Bought it from Carsland. So I'm or I'm not saying head to toe, but head to mid drift in cards attire here. Good chow. If you know, you know. You should wear that at your next Scrabble tourney. I could. I mean, I buy t-shirts because I like them and I will want to wear them multiple times. Not necessarily just to Disneyland, but to anywhere else. So it could very well make an appearance on the stream at some point. I will I think it's safe to say I will probably wear it at the Scrabble tournament somewhere. Actually, my next Scrabble tournament will be in Albany in New Year's event, and I think that one is actually being live streamed. So I could be on the stream wearing this at some point. But just know, if you see that, then you know where you've seen it first. It was right here. It was right here, right now, and you've seen it here. And you will know the story behind it. Okay, chat now has 20 questions or so left. As you can see that the time is now expired. It is now 10:25 US Central Time, which now means that the stream will end after this race is done. There's only 2 or 3 longer words on the board right now. 9s, that is. So we'll have to see how you guys do with that. But I will say right now, before I don't want to bore you towards the end, but again, if you have enjoyed the stream tonight and you don't already follow this channel, please hit that follow button right now. It'd be greatly appreciated. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have a free, if you have an Amazon Prime free sub and you're not using it, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also give some bits. Again, that's completely up to you. Muffled Tentacle has given some bits and given a resub on the stream today already, so thank you to him for that. I will be back again also on Thursday, so I'm resuming regular streaming times for the time being. So Thursday will be my next stream. Probably going to be playing against random players on Wiggles again. We'll probably continue with these kind of series until the end of the month, and then maybe in around November time we will start playing against some of the more difficult bots on Wiggles to try and get up to speed and in as best possible game game ready, match ready condition for Albany New Year's and for Crescent City Cup later on, well, in a couple of months from now. Okay, steel bows. Nice answer there from Ancient Cosmographer. Still 2 answers to go. Okay, only 2 answers left. Yeah, the first one at the top is a bit more difficult to get. Okay, so I got to 100 questions there, so that means that I won 6 races to chat's 4 races. That means that I have won the match day today, That takes me up to 2.5, and chat is up to 3.5. As 90 degrees gets Sanders's. Bit of a weird one. But yes, Sanders can be pluralized. I know, it's a weird one. Definitely not expected, but you got there, you got it. But there's just one left now. So I will stop answering questions once the last question has been answered on the quiz. For you guys, the last answer. Yes, there are 2 U's, not 2 A's. What even is that word anyway? Can't say I am sure myself what it is. Couldn't even help you with this one. I don't know if you know what it is. You're rigged. I don't even know. On the right track, oh, Asu. Super Asu. Oh, okay. Yes, I think I know what it is now. Yes. Yes. Wow. Didn't even think of that. Yeah, just look at Super Asu and just go from there. That is very close. Nope, not any of those. Supersaw, there you go. I guess it's like a big dinosaur. I don't know, maybe. Okay, so post the there it is. Okay, I'm gonna refresh my quiz, and you can see I am under 3100. 3098. That means that I have answered around 850 questions today. Again, these are more difficult questions for me in my card box, so a bit slower than normal. So with just under 3100 in my card box now, anyone that voted for option 3, 3000 to 3099, that is the stream result for tonight. It is very close between options 2 and 3. So yeah, that is the result. I mean, that is it. Okay, yeah, rigged for option 2. Well, you guys should have finished this sooner. Should have finished this sooner. Anyway, I think that is it. Looks like 90 degrees is the one that won the coins. Is there anyone else who won? Who else won? And Ancient Cosmographer as well. Okay, good. Hopefully, I purposely didn't give hints until Austin was below 3100. Okay. So again, thank you all for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back again in 2 days' time for some actual gameplay on Woogles. Again, go hit that follow button if you don't already. and I'll see you then. So the last thing I really need to do, again, is just thank you all for playing along. Again, I couldn't do this without all of you playing. It would not be as interesting. And you guys are also giving me the motivation to work on my cardbox whilst I'm here too. So yeah, the last thing I really need to do now, I think, is to just raid somebody. And I think Axel Typo just started streaming, so let's go raid him. And I think he'll be playing some music with some FINIWORDS games going on. So yeah, go check him out. And if you don't know who he is, but yeah, that's about it. So again, thank you all for watching. We'll see you in a couple of days. Hope to see you there. And we'll see you then. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and good night.